Cutting right through the bullshit, everyone. Last week did not go as planned. We tried to get this thing started up, and we ended up not being able to get oil up to our rockers. And to be honest, it was just at the end of a day that just didn't go the way I wanted it to, and it was just time to shut it down. Something as important as a first start on a motor, you really don't want to be smashing through it. So I just made the decision to take it down a notch, go home for the night, and try again on another day. And today is that another day. Like you guys know, I am not a big YouTube channel. Nobody pays me for this stuff. This all comes out of my pocket. So as much as I want to get you guys out a video, I'm not going to sacrifice what I got just to do that. You know, I'm a regular car guy just like you guys. And I think everybody can relate that some days it just doesn't go right. It just doesn't feel right. So it just makes more sense to try again on another day. But here's where we're at. We spent the other day thrashing through this thing to get it ready to start. And by the end of it, we couldn't get oil up to our rocker arms, which sounds like a pretty big problem. But I have a suspicion that it's not as bad as it sounds. And I'll show you why. So this tool here is what I was using when she all went wrong. This is an oil pump priming tool. And as you can see here, we got this groove here that oil is supposed to run through in our block, which would feed our lifter valleys and up into our push rods and rockers. And you can see right now I'm playing with it with my thumb. And there's a lot of play in there. So what I'm suspecting is this was actually not sitting in there right and blocking off our oil passage. So what I've done, went into my junk pile, and this is just a plain old Chevy distributor that I've gutted everything out of the top. I've taken our distributor gear and cut it off, and then put this coupling back on. I got to clean this up a little bit. It's just a little rough from the vise, but stuck that back on, and this is going to be our new priming tool. Now, when I set them side by side, and I know a lot of old guys are saying, you should have just done that from the start. And you're right. But when we set these side by side, so that's our oil galley right there. You can see the difference in these, and you can see how if this was sitting up a little high, now this is pushed down too far, but if this was sitting up too high, there's a definite chance that that was our whole problem all along. So before we do anything else, I'm going to jam this thing down the hole, and I am going to see if we get anything coming up there, if we can continue on, or this problem is more than I'm making it. Let's drop you in here. Like so. Okay, let's pull you off here. And let's see how our day's gonna go today. Well, that's on there very crooked. Uh-oh, something slipped off. Try that again. Now it does take quite a bit of time to get up here. got her, guys. We got her. So we got oil up to all our rockers. It's not coming out real fast, but I think that's more a problem with my drill. She's getting awful hot. But I got a little bit of cleanup to do here, and then we can finally see if this thing actually doesn't run. You can see there we got oil running it. All our rockers. We good. We good. All right, I went over everything I did the other day just to make sure I didn't do anything wrong, which I did, and I changed those. So I'm just going to give this one more quick prime, and then we can stab our distributor in, fill the bowls with some gas, and see what we got. So now, our number one cylinder is right here, so we want our cam button to end up right there, right on that money. So we're going to move our oil pump so that our shaft slides in the way we want it. And should be good to go. I did already roll this motor back over to TDC on number one. That's going to be... about there. Gasket. There it is. She's home. All right, guys, we're all stabbed in, and I think she's all over for the crying. And if it don't work, you may actually see that. So let's give her a go. All right, a little fuel in the bowl, and I guess we're ready to let her rip. I got a dead battery. Come on, girl. Well, that's not very tight, is it? she's a success, guys. Now, this isn't a flat tapping cam, so we're not worried about 20 minutes to break in those lobes. This is a roller cam, but we're still breaking in rings. We want that cylinder pressure up, so I got it revved up to about 2,000 RPM right now. I'm gonna let it run for a couple more minutes just to get up to temperature, and then success. Well, guys, I'm going to let it cool down, check for leaks, and then I'll probably run another heat cycle on it. But that's probably it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. To be honest, I'm sorry this one's a little more unorganized. Probably missed some stuff you guys wanted to see. But I just wanted to bring you guys along when I started this. For those that have been around since the start, you guys kind of know that, you know, I lost my dad last year, almost a year ago, a little over a year. And me and him were the ones that did this. I didn't do it with buddies. I did it with my dad. So this is the first build I've done since he's been gone. And it was kind of important for me to bring along the people that have been watching, the people that have been supporting me. I honestly don't care if 1,000 people watch this, 1,000,000, or, you know, 50 that actually care about seeing this. And I just got to say to you guys, like, thank you so much. You're giving me a reason to stay in this garage. So, yeah, that's about it. I can finally clean up. I can finally exhale a little bit. We got a running motor. We got a lot more work to do, but we got a running motor. So thanks again, guys. And we'll see you soon. Till next time.